We don't have Craig with us today, so I guess me and Matt are running the show. So, hi, Mary, and hi, Donald. Hi, Lisa Marie. Hi, Deb. Hi, Charles. Hi, Melody, Sandy. Love and appreciate you guys. And as you guys know, may or may not know, it's Matthew's birthday today. So, I'm surprised he got on here, but that's the kind of guy he is. So, happy birthday, my son. I love and appreciate you. So, normally on Ask Us Anything, I usually have something quick to say. I don't today. I'll just help you guys answer questions. So anybody want, and we got a new person, Donald. Welcome, welcome. So again, you guys know how Ask Us Anything works. Terry, you can even ask Terry questions if you want, or anybody on the panel here. So who's got the first question? Yeah, Deb, when you said that yesterday, what Matt said is today is my last day at 33, is what he said. And so, Mary, you got your hand raised?
Yes, I'm at work, so I'm not on camera and I might have to run. So I wanted to ask this the other day, but company came over early and I had to jump off as well. So it's kind of you're going to say it's not a dumb question, but to me it's a dumb question.
I
So,
don't care. I don't care if it's a dumb question. I'm not going to tell you that.
so how do you know, or how do I know if my goal or my goal or dream is too big and too far out there? I mean, I don't think it is, but is it? I'm not making sense, but
No, I'll just tell you it's not.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. I really. Yeah, there's no way that there's no way in my mind your dream can be too big. When I first heard that you're supposed to find a dream that's so far out there,
Oh,
39 years
that's right.
ago, yeah, 39 years ago, I said, well, I'm just going to outgive God. And
Yep, I
so,
remember that now that you said that, and you're right, it isn't. So one of my goals or dreams or hopes or whatever you want to call it would be to at least hit executive diamond this year. So, but is that too far out?
no,
Thank you. So platinum would be a nice goal.
absolutely. The way you look at each and every one of those is how I do it is really simplistic. I see if other people have hit the position that I'm trying to hit.
Yep.
That's all I do. And then if you really get a chance, sometimes you can find them online, doing a presentation or something. And so when you go online and find them and listen to them, not once in my career have I listened to people that are at the same rank as I want to achieve. And my mind is going, they're way too talented. They're way more talented than you. My mind never does that.
Gotcha.
So
Well,
like,
this year Dino's gonna shut up, or I'm
yeah,
gonna. And so here's my thought. My thought is I definitely want to hit executive diamond, and I'm willing to work my ass off. And for every person that I bring in, one of the things I'm going to request or try to require of them is that they join Unlimited Wisdom. So every person I sign up, they're going to sign up for Unlimited Wisdom because that's how I'm going to help them, or you're going to help them get to that next level. So that's
absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely. There always was a deal that I did with people that I would always say, before you make a decision to be an entrepreneur, don't you think that you could take the time to go check out to see whether or not you can do this? And at that time, there was no internet. So what I would do is I would always invite them to a Saturday training. And when I first started doing those, me and Terry were laughing that the guy that was our mentor, he didn't have any nice suits. He didn't have any really jewelry at all. That when he drove and did a meeting for us in Encino, California, he was driving a used car. and we put probably we packed the room. The room was so packed, probably about 300 people, that there was
Wow.
water running down the windows because there was so much, yeah, heat inside there from humans. And
Wow.
I think Terry and I probably were still in our late 20s.
Oh yeah, we didn't have kids, so we were in our late 20s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so at that time, I seen people that were at this position called national marketing director, which is
Yep.
that spot right there. And they had to do 1 million. You had to do 1 million in a month and volume.
Wow.
And so how I always did that, Mary, is I would always just break it down into like the minimums, like with 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 companies, like if you could just use a number of 50, right? And so if you took like 1 million points and you divided that by 50, that means that I would have to have 20,000 people in my
Yep.
organization.
Exactly. Well, that's how I kind of did it with um, Immunotech. I know at the minimum I need at least 5 people at 400, and that's a minimum. And then each level, I broke it down in my head. So if somebody asks me, what do I need minimum? This is it.
Yeah.
So in
And
my
with
head,
Yeah, and with Immunotech, their points are 4 times higher than most companies out there.
I
So
know, crazy,
yeah, so
awesome, but
I would guess that if you had 5,000 people in your organization, that you would definitely be executive diamond, and that probably would be generating you, probably 20,000 a month in revenue.
okay, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's my, like I said, that's my goal is executive diamond and everybody I sign up to be part of unlimited wisdom. So,
Yeah,
um,
and one of the things that and this, do it the way that you want, but I would always invite people to see my mentor and trainer first.
oh, okay,
So
okay.
I've always given gifts away before I talk about the opportunity.
That makes sense. So basically do it the opposite. And okay, all right, I'll
Yeah.
do it that way. That makes
Yeah, because
perfect
then
sense.
you just plug people in, you go, wow, there's this group of individuals that are teaching people how to make a full-time income without
Yep.
having a job,
And it's free.
and it's free. Yeah.
And when they want to go further, that's when they do it. Awesome. Yep. Game plan on. Thank you, thank you, thank
You bet, Mary.
you.
No problem whatsoever. Mary,
Yes.
I love you.
Love you too.
I'm proud
Terry,
of you. Really proud of you.
Terry, big, big hugs to you too.
Yeah.
You're the rock behind the man.
No doubt. No doubt. No doubt.
The slippery one.
The Mossy Rock. Yeah.
The crack the whip rock. Love you guys.
Love
Okay.
you too. Lisa Marie, you next?
Yes. Hey guys.
Hey, how are
Okay.
you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you. Actually, I was sicker than a dog last night, but I
Oh
feel
no.
great today.
And
I
most
I don't
dogs
like
that I know are not sick. So I always wondered where that came from.
Oh, did you?
I actually think I got a titch of food poisoning
Oh
at our
no.
favorite. I know. And I told Fred last time, I said, I don't know if I want to go there again. I should have listened to my gut. But
Uh-oh.
anyway,
Oh
yeah,
no.
I feel good today though. So
Good,
Good.
I
good.
take my Immunicale.
Good.
All right. So I want to tell you and Matthew what my plans are, what I want to do, and and where I'm struggling. Is this the right time? The
Yeah.
right show for that?
Yeah.
Sure. Yep.
Okay. All right. So I had it in my mind, and I am trying to do things with free apps. I mean,
Sure.
I have to watch how much I spend. You
Sure.
know what I mean?
Of course.
So so I've been trying to use Sora 2, which is free. Everybody knows that. And then they had the storyboard, and I was all excited about that. Well, don't let that storyboard fool you because that is not your helper. It is not. because it totally does not stay consistent with characters or scenes or it's just all over the place.
Mhm.
So, and then I didn't know if it made a difference if I'm doing it generating on the computer opposed to the phone, because it seems like if I switch and go from one to the other, then it's all over the place. Okay. But
Okay.
what I want to do is create those 10-second shorts of an animal rescue story and then just put them all together in CapCut. Gosh, that sounds so easy, doesn't
Yeah.
it? But yeah, so it's like I take 10 steps forward and then 14 back.
Aw.
You know what I mean? Because I want to know, Matt, should I still be paying for Chat GPT?
Hey, Lisa Marie, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got Ezra asleep on me, so if he wakes up, I'll hand him off and get the camera on, but he's laying on me. So no, in general, Lisa Marie, like,
We can't hear you.
oh, you
I
can't hear
can
me?
I can hear
I
him.
can
You're,
Can you
you're
hear me?
really, what is it?
Quiet.
It's
Quiet.
low, but I can hear you.
Hold on. Okay, Hannah's taking Ezra. 1 second.
I'll take him.
Oh, buddy. So, can you hear me better now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Got to rearrange my chair and stuff here. I was laying back. So, in general, with any AI models or AI stuff, you're just going to have to accept that there's barriers that exist that will be fixed in the future, but just are not right now. And one of those is doing long renders like you're talking about with the storyboard and keeping consistency, like getting any clips over 12 to 15 seconds without there being massive amounts of AI jank. And it might not even be with the characters, but like you start looking at the people in the background or the background elements and stuff, and there's a lot of hallucinations that start to happen. So the easiest way to go about this is to cut it into more than one shot. Now, this is going to take more work editing wise in CapCut, but go into ChatGPT and say, I want each one of these scenes or these shots to be less than 10 seconds. So give me 7 shots that tell this whole story, but they need to be this amount of time, right? Less than. So you're giving it a barrier and saying, I don't want you to write or make up or help me make up prompts or scenes that go past that time, just because you know that, like you could watch a bunch of shorts. There's shorts that have 30 million views that have more AI jank than anything you've ever made. So it's not necessarily, it's something that some people are okay with, but like the more of a perfectionist you are, the harder it becomes, right? So, and as far as paying for ChatGPT,
And as far as changing,
go ahead, Lisa Marie. You still with me?
No. That my bad, Matt. You finished. Yeah.
Oh, no, go ahead. You can ask your question. I'm opening up and turning all my stuff on. So.
Oh, okay. I forgot. I'm sorry.
No problem.
I,
If it comes back to you,
Right there.
let me know. But
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, as far as paying for ChatGPT and stuff too, it's really subjective, right? Like if you're not using it, like here's an example. You said you're using Sora too, right?
Yeah.
If you're a free member, you're only going to get like 2 video generations a day.
Oh, well,
So
I'm a paid member
for that
because
$20, sorry?
that's part of chat. That $20 is
It
the
is.
Sora too.
It
Okay,
is.
so
Yep. So you get
I am
benefits in
paying.
Sora. Yes, you do. You
Okay.
get benefits in Sora too, and you're allowed to do videos up to 15 seconds long, and you're allowed to use the store. So if you became a free member, you wouldn't even be able to use the storyboard anymore.
Oh, gotcha.
That's a paid feature, right? And it's usable. I don't personally use it, and the stuff that I'll teach over this coming week, especially, I'm going to dive into Google Flow, because I spend probably 80% of my time in Google Flow now.
Okay.
And I feel
That
like
is
it's
on my
super
list.
powerful
Yeah.
with Nano Banana and stuff like that. So if anything, the switch would be to stop paying for ChatGPT and start paying for Google AI Ultra or Google's AI plan, which
The
starts at
Gemini.
$1 a month. Like the first month I think is $1. And so you'll get access to all of that stuff and everything. And I'm in the video I'll shoot, I'll show how to sign up and everything like that too. So
Okay. All right. I gotta just chill and relax. I'm trying to boom, 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 get everything done.
well,
You
yeah,
know,
you can become overwhelmed too. Like there's a certain aspect to it where it's like, you know, your imagination can go pretty far, right? And
mhm,
when what you're doing doesn't match that, like what you're creating doesn't match that, I think
mhm.
that it's inherent as a human being to have a little bit of frustration when it comes to that. But at the same time, you have to accept that it's like just part of the process. The thing
Right.
I always tell
Right.
myself, because I love watching, let me turn my camera on here. I love watching like behind the scenes movie stuff. I've always loved doing that. And so for me, when I started using the tools, not only was I like very used to editing and like VFX and graphic design and stuff, but it put me then in a position where I'm like, is this easy now? You know what I mean? I'm coming to the tools with like, it's like if somebody was, you know, climbing, we'll use your hill as an example. Without the motor, climbing up the hill is a lot different. You know what I mean? I guarantee it, right? And so
Oh,
since
yeah.
that's the case, right? You're like exhausted by the time you get up there. So
Right.
it really does change the way that you perceive things. The technology really changes the way that you perceive things because it's like, man,
That
if
makes
we don't
sense.
have the motor here, now I see what it feels like to not have that and have to climb up there all the time. But that piece of
Right.
technology sure does make your guys' lives a lot easier. You know what I mean? And so like that's the way that I see AI stuff is it's like it makes my life a lot easier. It does not destroy all the barriers from existing. There's still
Okay.
barriers
That
there. So,
that's a wonderful perspective. Yes, I need to look at
yeah.
it like that for sure. Because I'll tell you what, I couldn't climb my ass up that hill this year. I don't think.
Need like
I would be
little benches along the
Right.
way to take breaks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding.
no,
Something to
like one of
hang
my
on.
things this year is to start
Mm.
walking and running again because ever since I've had Ezra, I've gained like 15 pounds. And so
Oh,
like I'm the heaviest I've ever been in my life right now,
yeah.
which is weird for me.
I suppose. I
Because I
suppose.
feel like
Okay.
you go
Yeah.
up and down the stairs and everything, and you're like, what's
Mhm.
going on with my body? I used to be quick. I used to be fast. Like what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys
Yeah.
are probably laughing, but it's like I
I'm
feel
like
So,
that.
34 today is what I'm saying.
I'm like that
yeah.
every night. My last schlep up those stairs to go to bed. I'm like, fuck, I'm tired of these stairs, man.
Yeah, I go up and down the stairs. We didn't have any for a while, but I go up and down the stairs so much here. And you'd
Yeah.
think that it would help, but it doesn't. It just makes me tired. It's like it
It
didn't burn
makes
any of
you
the weight
realize
off.
how old you're getting. That's what it
Yeah,
does.
right. Yep. And I'm always
Anyway.
carrying Ezra's stuff up and down the stairs. So,
Mhm.
so
You know,
yeah. Well, do
with
you?
the Immunical, I've been
Hmm.
on it 30 days now. It's been 30, yeah, 30. I think I'm over 30 days. And I feel really fantastic other than my episode last night. But um last year, even hanging on to the rope till to get up that hill, I would only do 2 runs a day. That was it.
Hmm.
I've been up and down that hill so many freaking times this year. So I know that Immunical is doing something for me.
Yeah.
Not to mention
Yeah.
my vertigo is gone.
I feel like the energy version of it for me has really, really helped having
Yeah.
Yeah.
a
Do
young
you take
kid
the
because
orange
it's
and
like,
the green? Do you guys take
yeah,
the
I do
orange and
the
the green?
CEO, I do the whole, I do
You
the
know what?
orange,
You know what else is
green,
good? Isn't it that K21
and
stuff
the
that
sport.
mm-hmm.
So,
I've heard you talk about the K21. What is that for, Terry?
I think it's for
It's funny. It's the K1 is just for like
stress.
stress. You know,
Oh,
if you're
So
stressed.
I put half a cup of that in my. I use a platinum and just a green. I don't always use the orange ones, but I use the platinum, the green, and
okay.
then I put half a shot of that in there. I should use
Oh,
the what is it? The orange one? Yeah, I should
I
use
that's the
use
that
one I'm
too.
thinking I should add. Yeah.
I was gonna
I
say
do
I
what
use
Matt I do what
THC
Matt
for
does.
stress. So
What?
But I'm,
if you don't do it, I was gonna say I just said that
oh,
thing. You said I do what Matt does. I said I use THC for my stress. So
Yeah.
me too.
High five.
Anyway,
I'm like, Dad, I
so
know you don't.
you guys don't take the blue and the silver together because that's what I've been doing.
No, but maybe
I normally take because I'm taking it. I normally take, and I need the energy. I take the sport
Okay,
oh
so
yeah.
I'm taking maybe too much.
because
No, I don't think you are.
You don't, okay.
No.
I'm sure you're. I'm
How
sure
do you
you're fine.
sleep?
If
I've been sleeping really good since like day 5, but I just take the greens. I don't take the orange one, but I was thinking of getting the orange one this time. But I don't have to take the blue and the platinum at the same time.
You can do whatever you want.
no,
Maybe
I
that's
would.
why my vertigo's gone.
Yeah.
Matt sent me, my sister has MS, and he sent me a lady that also has MS, and she does it like 4 times a day, 2 sachets. I'd have to rewatch the video, but
Mhm.
my sister has to use a walker now. And so she was saying that she's more stable, she can walk, she's not, all these things happening. So my
Yeah.
sister's coming home today from her Christmas vacation or whatever, so I'll have to go visit her. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully she continues to
yeah,
do that well. Good grief. Okay, I see other hands. I'm gonna,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Lisa
much,
Marie.
Lisa Marie. And if you do remember that question
yeah,
after
I'm
we
sure
do
I
the rest,
will.
feel free.
And we can send you a message in school, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yep.
DM
Okay.
if you guys ever have questions, DM me. I'll answer you.
All right, perfect.
Yeah,
Thanks, you
Deborah's
guys.
been
Love you
utilizing
all.
that from time to time.
Thank you.
She'll be like, should I use this tool? Should I not use this tool? I
Right.
said Deb's messaging me, so
Yeah.
All
I
right.
just want to say happy birthday, Matt.
oh, thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Tell Freddie hi. Okay, next up is Sandy. I don't do all the crazy stuff that
I got it.
I
I got it.
that Craig got. So
Okay,
what's your question? How are you, Sandy? Everything good?
everything is good. This one, I have a couple questions. This one first for Matt.
Okay.
I got Higgsfield.
Yeah.
Okay. And when I go to create my character, do I want that to be Serafina or do I want that to
Mhm.
be me?
The person that you're going to be making the content as the most. So,
As
like,
the
here's the
most.
thing.
Okay.
There's two ways that you could look at it, right? Like, there's people that create characters, like Stan Lee, right? And Marvel characters and stuff. Stan Lee was well known for making all of these characters. He didn't mind that. He liked not having the anonymity. You know what I mean? Like, not being anonymous for it.
Right.
That's not everybody, and especially with the way the internet is now, it's different. You have the ability that if you wanted to just create content as Serafina, no one would even know that Sandy was even behind Serafina, unless
Okay.
if you wanted that to be the case, right?
Okay.
So
So
that's
then
the angle I would think.
so can I use Serafina for my UGC also or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
I can do
Yeah,
that.
and all the
Okay.
mocap stuff and everything like that. Yeah, you'll be able to use Serafina, and you could shoot it with your iPhone anywhere and do videos that way. So yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay, that was my question for that. Thank you. Robert, this one's for you. I have a
Great.
couple of them, but I'm just gonna go eeny, meeny, miny, moe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Okay, so number 2 I have wrote down. What excuse do you hear that instantly tells you that someone isn't ready?
Believe it or not, any.
Any excuse?
Yeah. It's the number one excuse that I've seen most is, people say they don't have money. And then the next one is I don't have time.
Okay.
And you can always tell the excuse that the person, and let's be very clear here. I just, they don't have an interest. It's not that they can't do it. It's just that right now in their mind, they constantly believe that they're not interested, right? Because back in the day, my mentor was really, really good at, NLP, neuro linguistic programming, persuasion, knowing personalities. It was really, really crazy that I possess skills to be able to change someone's mind. And I was good enough to change their mind to even get money out of them to get in. The problem was they still didn't do anything. So you
Okay.
get to a point where, it's like, so you're gifted in skills to take people's money and then they won't do anything, so they just lose it. See, that's what changed when I left my mentor. I was going like, I'm not interested in getting people money out of their pocket if I know for sure. Like, like someone will say, well, I don't have any money. And I could always give them a theoretical or an example or a parable where they would have money, like saying something like, so if you're telling me that if one of your children all of a sudden became ill and there was an experimental procedure that could make sure they stayed alive, you couldn't find the money. No, I definitely could find the money. Well,
Right.
then I'm just not getting across to you of how much this can change your life.
Okay.
See what I mean? So,
Yes.
but when people start using any excuse, like even saying their spouse, you know what I mean? They're saying, "Wow, I don't know. I gotta talk this over with my spouse before I make a decision."
You're like, you're not even married. Knock it off. Shit.
Right,
But
right,
if you
right.
want to, Sandy, give me some examples of what you hear because when that for me, when I approach somebody that says, hey Sandy, I was wondering if you knew of anyone right now that really needed to change some things in their lives, you know what I mean? And people go, well, I don't know anybody, it's like, what? You know what I mean? What?
All day by yourself?
Well, and that's my number one that I hear all the time is no, I don't know anybody that would be interested.
Right.
So that's my number one thing I hear is I don't know anybody that would be interested. I have heard, well, I don't have the money. Well, good, because you don't need money is what I told them. But then they come
Yeah.
back with, well, I don't know anybody. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I just
It-
I
it's
just leave them.
Yeah, it really is just sorting. Again, if we use anything other than business, it's amazing how fast we sort. You know what I mean? So it's like, say you had to move something out of your garage or your basement because you're just tired of it, and so then what you do is you say to somebody, hey, you don't happen to know of anyone that would be interested in a Stairmaster, do you? It's like it's hardly used. And you'll notice they'll go, no, I'm not interested and I don't know anyone. But because we're just trying to give it away and it's not about business, we don't give a shit. We didn't take it as personally. We didn't take it as a rejection. We're just going like, "Ah, if they don't need it, they don't need it." And it's so weird when we get into business and we're thinking and imagining about building a team of people that now we take their non-interest as personal. And I even see people do this. It's like, well, is this like one of those illegal pyramid things? And their response is, you're in a pyramid. You know what I mean? Don't you have, there's more bosses than the company you work at than there's, employees, right? Or whatever. It is so funny to watch people go because they're taking it personal,
Yeah.
you
And I
know?
do. I take things so personal when somebody says something like that to me. My husband's my biggest critic.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to smack him into the next freaking country. But but yeah, so I get it. Yeah, Terry's like, yep, I get it.
Well, I sent a message, two messages. She didn't respond to either one of them, so this is what she gets now. And if I ever see her at Costco again, I'm going to tell her to go fuck herself for sure.
Yeah.
You know,
Who are
yeah,
you talking about?
Kim Mill,
Oh,
the
okay.
lady that we used to get weed from, the shitty weed, fucking cow.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, it's funny because Terry, Terry's getting people. It's like so we already got an affiliate, we already got a customer, Terry's sending people. And I was like, some of the stuff that she's posting on her social media, I just for her to be authentic as she possibly can. So if Terry is the one that reaches out there and says, hey, I post a funny post and all of you like it, then I post something that can help your life with your health, and I get crickets. Fuck you. You know what I mean? It's like
Mhm.
it's hilarious because for me, the people that know her know that her posting that makes her who she is. She's authentic about it. Then people reach out to her. It's
Mhm.
like, well, damn it. She's never pitched me on anything else. Maybe I should at least ask for some information about it.
Okay, gotcha. One more
Well,
question,
sure.
because I'm sure I just got in my head about this, but you were talking with Mary about gifts. A gift can be the free unlimited wisdom, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact,
I
it's
just got in
funny.
my head about that.
Yeah. And when I first got involved, when I first started doing this, you guys remember that I used to just have a Google Drive before I had a website.
Mhm.
And I would go, listen, there's some things that I ran across that my mentors have shared with me that when you use them, it really changes everything in your life. And so I just like to, send these gifts to people. And it was a Google Drive. And then Matt was nice enough to put a tab for me called Gifts on Robert Hollis, right? Now, what I'm doing is I used to just send out my YouTube channel. So I would send out a playlist on my YouTube channel. Do you guys see where I'm doing that now? You know what I mean? Even Terry last night, she was going, this person asked for information. What should I do? And I said, send the playlist. And so after she set the playlist, I said, do me a favor. And she goes, okay. And I go, just watch the first video of that playlist. And so she watched it and she went, that was good.
Didn't, but that was, I mean, last night was the first, I did a post, and a lady that I've been wanting to reach out, I just haven't done it yet. And she said info, and then she sent me a message. Every once in a while at night, I'll look at my messages. And so I sent her the information, and she's going to Cabo. They have a place in Cabo too. So they're going there today. And she's going to look over the stuff, but I'm going to send her like a couple of, her husband has had some heart problems. And so I'm going to find whatever testimonials I can find and send those to her too and stuff. And told her exactly what I take and whatever. But she was the first one that I sent the playlist to. All everybody else that I've messaged or whatever, I just rattle off a bunch of shit.
Well, when we were out for New Year's Eve, and they're good friends of ours, and Karen used to be our neighbor when she was married before, and now she's married to one of David's good friends that he went to work with, and that's who we went out to New Year's Eve partying with. And she goes, "Okay, I hate asking questions on Facebook. That just pisses me off. So what is this thing that you do?" And I'm like, "Fuck, what do I do?"
Yeah.
But but we got back the next day and everything, and I sent her the playlist. So
Yeah. Yeah. Because here's what the deal is again, if someone was going to explain everything that immunotech and immunocal is, that's a long conversation. And
right.
so that's when, based on 7 different things, you could put those all in a playlist and they can look at the list and make up their mind what they want to see.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's the reason for doing it that way. And so going back to the gift, when I'm first connecting with people, it's like what I really pride myself on is because I'm always wishing people happy birthday every day. I I now that I'm doing it, I've every once in a while I'll look where I've said something to them in the past. And it's like, if I say, because I not only do the happy birthday thing on their Facebook page now, but I decided that I'm going to, Facebook changed a couple of things. So then I take the same message and send them a private message with the same one that I posted on their wall. And then because of the way it shows up now, I change the emoji and I change it to either a trophy if it's a man or a heart if it's a woman, right? And I just added that. Well, then I go down and I'll scroll up and I'll see what I gave them in the past. And it's like literally everyone I've ever mentioned, I've given a gift away. And I'm like, I'm doing exactly what I'm saying I'm doing, right? Which is that. So it's when you're first reaching out to people, hey, I was just thinking about you, and I think that you should be a part of this community. It's free, and the people that are in it and the information that is happening is just amazing. I'm working directly with individuals that are doing a video live every single day. So you can come in, you can ask them questions, and it just affects every area of your life. And see, if people were really direct with Immunotech, I would be focused on Immunocal just because it's got so much documentation.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, you always can tell people like me when I send something out, I actually say, well, what does this have? And I'm telling you, people I think that are missing the biggest link in this company is just immunotech.com/your username. Whoever put that website together is a fucking genius. So I'd like each and every one of you that are pushing for Immunotech and Immunocal, just try to change, just say, I don't know nothing. I know absolutely nothing. And if someone sent me immunotech.com/Sandy Baker, I'm just going to go to this page, see how it looks to me, and then just scroll through and see if this would give me any interest.
Okay.
It's the best page I have ever seen. Because, like Terry goes, I'd like to remember that it's 45 years of research, it's $25 million, it's X amount of patents, how many athletes, how many scientific studies. Is there a link to this book that they have that has all the scientific studies? Is there a link to all the athletes? Yeah, it's all on that fucking page.
Okay.
So
I don't,
people
I
want to
don't think I even knew
memorize.
about that.
Yeah, people want to memorize all this stuff, but if they just sent that link, they would be going, well, here I could give it to you in a heartbeat. If they have any interest whatsoever, that page has got them.
Okay. Gotcha.
But based on how you feel is whether you would send the page with the shot. Sometimes people will go, well, listen, if they can $19, if they can get the body, the shot, bar shot or whatever it is, body shot, then I feel more comfortable sharing that with people first. And then some people will say to me immediately when they see that they think Mike's video is too long. Well, that's why Matt shortened it up.
Mhm.
Me and Matt are looking at that video and saying this needs to be under 2 minutes. So that's why we made it under 2 minutes.
Okay.
And even the way that video is laid out, that's just Matt and the eyes, more Matt than me. It's like what has to happen in the first 8 seconds to get them to watch the second 8 seconds. That gets them to watch the next 8 seconds. And that video, that yellow screen popping up and going, what is this and all these diseases have in common? It's like, what? What? Glutathione. Now, I think as soon as someone hears that, they're like, what the fuck is that? Or I've heard something about this, and that's going to get them to the next 8 seconds.
Okay. All right. That helps. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you bet. You bet. Anytime, anytime. I got 11 customers in the first 15 days of our getting into Immunotech just with that link, just with the shot. So I took the video that Matt and I did. You guys can download it from the Google Drive and just put that video up. That was the first thing that I shared on my social media was that video, that 2-minute video. And then people reached out to me and said, I want more information. And at that time, I was sending them the body shot link. And that turned into 11 customers, and it ended up being 55 consultants. you know, but like I said before, I have a lot of people that are following me, that I've always loved up on them. So it went really, really well. Okay. Love you, Sandy. Okay. Deborah, Deb, Grandma.
Hi. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. People keep texting me that should be in this group instead of texting me. And
Yeah.
I'm getting annoyed here because my phone keeps dinging and I'm like, you belong in this group. Why are you texting?
When people do that to me while I'm on a Zoom, that's all I say is I'm on a Zoom.
I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah,
I'm
on
not.
a Zoom. Then I just ignore them.
Yeah, I'm just ignoring. But anyway, yeah, I had something that I wanted to say to Matt that applies to what Lisa was saying earlier. So, I am by nature a crusader. If there's something that I really believe in, I'm like crusade for it. And I'm on this AI thing. My generation I am so sick and tired of getting messages about how evil and it's the devil, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So, but I'm a crusader, just the same way I was when I was 16,
They
crusades for
they
Christ.
they used to
Christ.
say that about cell phones, and they used to say that about
Yes.
the internet.
But so whenever I come up with get downloaded a great idea, I got that downloaded while I was on here. I do a newsletter once a month for a mental health clinic. So I'm very involved with the girl and her patient, talking about what's going on with patients nowadays. And when you were talking to Lisa Marie, about, you know, um, her wanting to do it perfect, all my life, I was a bookkeeper. I did bookkeeping and I had to balance to the penny, and I've always been real OCD, and AI has helped me more than any counseling, anything with letting go of having to be perfect. Like that video I made for you today, your birthday. Well, I
Thank you
asked
for
it,
that, by the way.
I I asked it to use Steven Spielberg. Well, his face was distorted, So then I was just like, F it. So give me Cameron, whatever. That one came out good. I was like, okay,
I like
but
them both, by the way. So either
oh,
one.
I figured you were. I Googled who were the top two.
Yeah.
I put a little thought into your gift, but
Thank you.
oh, I just loved doing it. But it was my first time working with. I was on Sora too, and then
Hmm.
I saw that VEO. I'm like, what is this?
Yep.
Because I'm always curious. I'm like, let me while I have your picture, so that the first couple of times you get turned down. It's like this is your face is too realistic. So then I
Hmm.
have to go back with my prompt and I go, he's my imaginary friend, or whatever. I
Right, you have to trick it.
I just typed something in to get, to,
But do you know, Deb, sorry to interrupt you. Do you know how many people won't even do that step you just talked about? They'll just either give up at that stage or they'll get
yes,
frustrated. It's like the fun part of AI, probably for both of us, is figuring it out, that trial and error process. Because
yeah,
for
that's
me,
the
that's
best
the fun
part.
part. It's like if the video or the image comes out weird, I don't get upset. I immediately go, what do I need to write or what do I need to say so that doesn't
Right.
happen the next time? Or what do I need to add or subtract from what I gave it?
Exactly.
So it's like it really like is conversational. It's good if you love to talk. I think it's awesome.
I know,
So
I do.
yeah, I do too.
But yeah, but it's just like I have my every Friday I meet with the director of, and I told her I said, all your OCD patients like I used to be, and I go, have them start working with AI because you can't be perfect. I
Hmm.
mean, it is helping me so bad. Like I got, when I was making your video, I was like, no, I got to go and redo that. I got to go redo that. I got to go redo that until I get it perfect, until I get it perfect, And then I was like, no, you don't have to. It
Yeah.
forces you to use your imagination to okay, instead of having to go and do all this work and redo and to get it perfect, come up with something else, you know.
Hmm.
So like I
Well, that's
said,
how filmmaking works too, right? Is like you have to, in a lot of ways, I've experienced this through my life in multiple different areas. But it's like if you have grandiose ideas, you're going to hit you know, barriers and blocks that you're going to have to compromise with. Like there's just no way around it, right?
right,
And so
right,
whether you know, even if you use James Cameron as an example, or
right.
any of the best of the best, all of those people have stories that they want to make that they still can't make because the technology still, it's as surprising as that sounds, is still not where their imagination is.
Is.
And so it's cool because it's like if you're a curious person, every day, like the more you guys watch me get more involved and share more about this stuff, but like every day there's new AI stuff coming out in this
Every
space. And it,
second, right? It feels
yes.
like.
And so
Yeah.
it really, really is exciting to like go to bed and then wake up and have the problem you've been dealing with for 2 months solved by somebody.
And
Like
that's
it's just
exciting
great.
to
Yeah,
me.
it is. It
And
is.
I
So
mean, I get excited when I was like, oh yeah, you know, or then, you know, and then I'm arguing with Chat GTP, and I'm like, you're giving me the wrong prompts. You should know me by now. You know,
yeah, right.
that's how I talk to it.
And it's like, oh, I
Sometimes,
apologize.
sometimes it's my best friend, and sometimes it's my employee, and you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, just like boss it around. You know, I don't have anybody else here to boss around, so they
Well, that's the
just,
fun part. It's so good at like if you're good at delegating or things along those lines too. Like I've been working on like I love artificial intelligence, and it's weird. I was talking to my dad and Craig about this, but it's like, and I said this before, I wake up and I start making the things that sit behind the stuff that you guys generate prompts with, like the wires and everything that work. I'm doing those types of things for the fun of it. It's weird because there was one element of marketing that I did really like, and it was the if and ors of this really stupid software that everybody hates called Infusionsoft. But it was based off of nodes. It was
Confusion.
based off, yeah,
confused.
people would call it,
Soft. Yeah.
yeah, because like most people would have to hire a professional to
Yeah.
do that. And when we started our business, I'm like, I'm just going to tackle it. I didn't know anything about it, right? And so I went through trial and error getting, okay, this person read this email that got this tag that then sends this email that then does this, that then does that. If they don't have this tag or it's removed, then this happens. And as I started to do that stuff and now AI has started to happen, I'm like obsessed with it. And I think it's going to make me like, I don't even know. It's gonna. I don't know where it's gonna take me, but I know it's gonna take me to great places.
Matt,
I
So-
already, I
Yeah.
told you in your birthday card where it's going to take you to the Oscars.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt.
Well, I'm excited for that. So
Matt, when I seen what you do with that, to me, it's gonna like replace what people are as far as coders today. You know, and
Yeah.
I used to say
it already is in a lot of ways.
yeah, I always said this to Matt all the time. It's you know, the reason that the person that does the editing also gets an award is because that's a whole different skill that has to be utilized. You know what I mean? So even Mr. Beast in a current thing that we watched is he goes, people keep wanting to be me. And he goes, I'm telling you right now, even though my studio keeps growing and growing and growing, he says, my studio has still never made a dime. He said, because the amount of editing and the amount of cameras and the amount of footage that I have to make one video, he goes, I would just tell people, don't do that. It's where I am today that makes me who I am, that makes me where I am. But I would tell people, don't do that. He's going because the amount of hours and labor intensive on how much footage he has and how much he has to edit each video to make it so it's like every couple of seconds, it's something else is changing. And he's going, that's not fun. And my studio's never made any money.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's like the interesting thing about Mr. Beast is like Mr. Beast, I think, fits into a really, really cool place where like, and there's a lot of people that are like this. I think Elon Musk is similar in this way, but like they started out incredibly passionate about what they were doing. And then at some point, the stats mattered more than the passion. And now the concern is, how do I get the stats up, not create something with passion? So like, I think that that's a huge hurdle that they run into. And I'm not one to talk, but like
Well,
it's
you,
just one of those things where it's like,
well, since you
man,
brought that up, I'm sorry. Since you
no, go
brought
ahead.
that up, did you see that today came out? And I'm like, look at you, Deborah, looking at stuff like this. Anything that said Wall Street or, Yahoo Finance, I never looked at that crap. And I'm like, Tesla is now, and that AI, did you see that big article
Uh,
about how they're, taking, Tesla's taking is top. And I'm like, look at me reading this AI stuff, that I'm attracted to it now,
mm-hmm.
because
That's cool.
it's just so weird how that, just happens. Like, now I want to keep on top of what's going on with AI.
Well, I'm telling you, like the things that keep you alive and mentally healthy is having like, and I'm figuring this out, is having like hobbies, having shit
Yeah,
that you like to do that doesn't have to have great stats or financial rewards. It's just something you
exactly.
do to get better at or engage with. Like my dad's always watched like UFC and NASCAR. He keeps up with that stuff. I don't know anybody else in my family that does. It's so personal to just him. You know what I mean? So it's like if he's talking to us, he'll be sharing about a fight or a NASCAR race or something that he had seen or watched. And you can tell that he's, I've watched him be passionate about it as long as I've been alive, right?
Right.
Not in extreme ways,
Yeah, but
but because
through
some people take it to an
osmosis.
It's
extreme,
a
it doesn't become a hobby, it becomes who they are, right?
it's an
So,
outlet. It's
Yeah.
totally an outlet. And now it's like for me, it's the way I used to be about personal development is the way I am right now about certain individuals that have, millions and millions and millions of subscribers and billions of views of their perception of what their relationship with God or universe is. It's like all of a sudden, because I've shifted more of being away from the personal development more toward, people being connected to God or the Holy Spirit or Jesus Christ. And it's neat that I'm finding all these people that basically are just ripping apart organized religion, which is fun for me. It's like, because they're like, I was telling mom this, and that's some of the stuff I'm going to cover tomorrow. It's like when you really realize that the thing I have always said is, how do you know that? And why people are sheeple is because they're freaking lazy and they would rather listen to somebody else tell them what to think instead of learning to think on their own. So they just get caught up in this craziness of organized religions or different cults or whatever they get because they'd rather have someone else tell them their interpretation of what they think is going on. And I didn't realize till now that that's the same way personal development is. It's like, so you get one person like Mel Robbins that's at the top of the podcast deal and the top of everything. And she came out with the statement, let them. And everybody goes, yeah, I've never heard that before. No, we have. It's like, hey, instead of being pissed off at somebody, why don't you just let them be them? Why don't you just let them? Just don't bother it. And everybody's going like, wow, this is something amazing. This is like next generation stuff. Like it's like we all go, really? But it's funny how something that small can take on a whole new life because people are just hungry to hear ways about improving their life. What if there was actually a goal where I could have 100% peace of mind and joy in my life? That would just be frickin' amazing. And that's what Matt talked about is when Matt gets very, very excited about attacking something that gives him joy, and in a blink of an eye, it seems like hours went by. That's what I know life's all about. It's like that you can actually do something that entertains you enough. Yeah, entertains you enough. But for mom, it's still reality TV. It's funny how she can just get into that. But Terry's gift is not overthinking it. She just gets entertained by it.
I'm just there for entertainment. We'll watch a movie and he'll be talking about stuff, and I'm like, I'm just entertained by it. I don't even remember what happened 5 fucking minutes ago. You know, I watched what was that movie, Matt, that we watched? DiCaprio.
Oh, one battle after another.
We watched that at Matt and Hannah's. Us three watched that movie together. And then I come home and Dad and I watch it. I don't remember a lot of it.
It's so good.
It is good. But I was like, I already seen this movie and I don't remember big part
Yeah.
of it.
It's
the edible night. I'm not 100%, but
maybe that's what it is about her, Matt, because every time she spends times with us, it's like the first time that she spent time with us.
Right.
yeah.
It's not just movies. You know, she looks at you and Ezra and Hannah. It's like, man, these people are interesting.
I think, yeah, that's funny. I think the truth of it is it's like, you know, what you said. It's like she doesn't overthink it, you know. And like I think
that's it.
In a lot of ways, like I've learned so much from my mom over the last couple of years with that stuff, watching her and observing her and going like, why do I care so much about all this shit? I don't need to.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we're now bombing Venezuela or some shit on my birthday this morning. Who cares?
I don't care.
I don't know what's happening. It has nothing to do with my
It-
birthday or Ezra. I'm sorry if that offends anybody or Hannah, but it's like it doesn't affect my life.
Yeah,
So.
it doesn't affect me. So.
Yeah, and it is funny. It is funny that if you could say to Terry this line before you ask her any question, that's where you'll see where she's centered in that piece. Is if you said, "What do you think about?" and then you fill in the blank because her response is, "I didn't think about that at all."
I can be shopping around with my girlfriend or whatever, and somebody comes and meets us somewhere, and they go, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing it. This is what I do. I go to lunch with my friends. I watch TV. I do a lot of vacuuming. I have 2 big dogs. This is what I do." So I'm gonna be smart.
Nah, she's
That's what I love about you, though.
she's my role model. This is what you know.
She's definitely the wind beneath your wings, Robert.
Yeah.
But I want to tell you, Matthew, though, as I'm getting to know you, it's like bam, bam. I mean, the osmosis of what you've learned from your parents. I'm like, oh, there's Terry. Oh, there's Robert. Oh, there's Robert coming out. And when you, especially like when you gave us our first assignment, I'm like, darn it, he knows personalities just like his dad does. And I'm like, stick to one thing. I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah, well, I was fortunate.
That up from his dad that,
right.
I'm like, that's what I needed to hear because, it's like, gosh, he knows me already because I'm ready to go. Let me try this one out. And let me try that one out. And
the thing that I'm realizing too, Deb, and thank you so much for saying that stuff. But the thing that I'm realizing too is that it's like, I don't think I necessarily learned it from either one of my parents. I think I was gifted it from them. Like, I think that in a large amount of ways, like I'm not good at reading your personality. I'm good at connecting with you.
Right.
And that's the thing that like makes me go, oh, what does Deb need right now? Like I get that absolutely from my dad.
I absolutely
where it's like
feel it.
I'm looking more at the personality stuff. I don't know what your personality is, Deb.
I don't either.
So, but thank you so much for saying that. That's so sweet to say. So.
And Terry, I was trying to help you keep your baby young, 33 today.
I know. I know.
And I wake up all the time at 333. So that number, I was trying to hold on to it.
Yeah, we went for a walk today with the dogs, and I was like, God, 34 years ago, Matt was born. That's like nuts. That's
I know,
crazy.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, they grow so fast.
Now he's got little Ezra. It's pretty amazing.
It's
I know.
crazy, right?
Okay, guys, let's let Matt get back to his family and his birthday, and I really love this. This was fun. And
thank you guys so much.
Thanks
for
everyone.
having
And I
me.
seen Sarah jumped on here. So Sarah, thank you so much for being a a part of this incredible group, and Donald and Charles, all brand new people. It's going to be fun as we continue to grow this group and help each and every one of you. I'm proud of you. I love each and every one of you. And 2026 is going to be the best year for all of us.
Oh,
I don't we're not leaving anybody We're yeah, if you're a premium or a top tier level with us, we're dragging you along. So happy birthday again, Matt. I love you.
Thank you.
Give us a-
Love and appreciate you guys so
Love
much.
you all.
Thank you for being on
Bye-bye. Have a
this
great
weekend, and
weekend.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. So
Okay, tomorrow.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Dinner.